Hello, viewers. My name is Oluwaberjon, as you already know, and with me is
Okovu James.
yes. So today I came to the studio to fight because I'm ready to fight. Mr. James, why are we fighting?
In the first place, I don't even think I'm ready to fight you. I don't want to state obvious truths because it appears as if my gender is suffering a lot. And this has to come there because if we don't put this, oh my god. It'd be like, I don't know. But let's just roll on and get started.
So your gender is suffering a lot.
Yes.
My own gender, what are we going through?
I think we should say this thing is natural with you. So at the age you start this thing, like it was discussed in the first podcast, right? We expect your gender to already understand some things.
Okay.
And be used to these things as the time goes on. Acting as if they don't know, and every time it looks like visit, or it looks like they call it Monday visitor. It looks like something you get to change method or something. We understand that once it's that time of the month, you have to experience. But you live up to more than 10 years, 20 years, and you're not used to this.
This is hormones. Hormones have a role to play. You cannot exactly control how you feel. Mr. James is angry because he believes
why
that
they look you.
he believes that
My head a boy, like I don't understand this thing.
my head is boiling.
My head boils in righteous anger because this
Holy
is the
anger.
fact that we are always suffering this thing, always, all the way from the beginning to the
The
end.
problem is the mood swings, or what part of it is the problem?
Fine. Have we even told them what we are discussing about, right?
We haven't, because I came here to fight. So fight with me.
Hey God.
Fight with me. Pick your sides right now. If you are supporting this man here, or you are supporting this amazing woman here. Okay, so we're here to argue, or not necessarily to argue, but to debate and discuss on period and parents part 2. And this time around, we actually want to converse on the things that the lady goes through during her period, those mood swings, those hormonal imbalances, those cravings, because some people want chocolate, some people want ice cream cravings, some people want weird cravings, palm oil egg.
Oh. Oh.
If it is shawarma that is your craving. So we really just want to debate on it. He believes that we are over exaggerating it and we are, requesting for things that are outrageous. But my gender, are we over exaggerating? Is it not how it is doing us that it is doing us? Exactly. So help us explain to Mr. James. So Mr. James, what is your standpoint exactly? Are you still thinking, or you're debating on the fact that boys are going through a lot trying to understand a woman during her period?
Let me even start by saying that a man, M-A-N, means morning, afternoon, and night.
Period.
By that definition, we understand that originally men were created to take the pains and the sufferings. If you look back to scriptures where after the sin of Adam and Eve and all of that, the man was given his own portion of the punishment for the sins he committed, and that was to mean that he would till the earth, meaning he will have to suffer before he eats. Whether in our culture or elsewhere, we understand that a man is supposed to bring food to the table or on the table. That means that as a man, you have a lot to do already. Now we expect that when it gets to your period, the way it's called, you will be that one person who understands that, okay, this is my man, he has been going through a lot. Why don't I just spare him? See where I fear or why I feel so bad. I see where some people, when it's time for period, and whether you are their wife or girlfriend or whatever, what they do is they just call you and say, okay, it's that time of the month, right? Take your money for part, take care of yourself, and just be there. When you're done, I'm here. And then there are some other persons who feel like, why should I leave my woman? If I say I love her, let me be there all the way. Morning, night, evening, afternoon, every time. Let me be there. If you have a shoulder to lean on, fine, I'm here. If you need somebody to talk to, fine, I'm here. If you need somebody to go for errands for you, I'm here. And then these same human beings that then come to suffer fast. Do you know why I'm saying this? Originally, my background allows me to be on my own. If you notice, I can just be on my own and just stay in there and I'm fine. So I was like, I will not end up like this. So why not I just take an adventure? Then I now decided to give it a try, and I was like, oh, I met a girl, and then we got talking, and before you know it, it looks like we're already liking ourselves. Let's start from
you're
there.
in love.
Wait, now
Yeah,
wait,
better to
wait,
not already
wait,
liking yourself.
wait. One step at a time. So you know, one thing leads to the other, led to the other. Communication, and then frequent talk and messaging and WhatsApp and all of that, seeing frequently, and then here we were. And then in the much talking, understood the fact that before now, all the persons or guys she met before, for whatever reasons, when it's that period or that time for menstruation or menstrual cycle, the way it's called, it will just be like, it will be take the money when it's time, finish when you are done, then come back and here. I was like, okay, wow. The way to be exceptional is to play the other party as I've seen before. You see, then I now donated myself willingly, and I was like, okay, fine. Anytime it gets to these parts, just talk to me if you want to. All right, send me for the errands if you want. Let me be that shoulder you lean on if you want. Just presenting myself as a sacrificial lamb. You see that? That was how I got myself roped into more problems. I was like, oh, first experience, come bad like this. So it gets to a point where it's that period of the month. And then I just get to know, these things can actually, there are people who these things irritates them. And then you are just like, blood, tish. In fact, don't touch anything again. Just be there, just be there, just be there. And then I'm like, okay, it's fine. Blood, fine. Then I can even be, should I say stupid also? I think I was in love. They're like, don't worry, even if it is the blood, don't mind, I can see it and it will not be anything. And then we get into deep talking like, babe, I'm stained. That's no problem. Don't worry, it's fine. That's no problem, right? And then before you know it, mood swings. That has been my major problem up to now as we speak. How did it get to a point where we were just talking a few seconds? Say, I don't feel like it anymore, babe. And you don't care if I just came back from work and I'm stressed. And maybe I'm that one person, even if I am, that one person who feels relief when I talk. Like I'm so stressed, and what cures me is talking to somebody. And you know that you are the only person I can talk to and be free to express myself. And then you are like mood swings. Am I being considered at that point? So you see my point when I said you people are I think nature has over-favored you, and you people over-exaggerate things. If over-exaggeration is even an English word, because exaggeration itself is enough. It's enough. So we are adding the over because una too they do, and that is why I'm saying this. It is too much.
Okay, you've said your own. My ladies out there, please, are we over exaggerating? Are we even exaggerating at all? Maybe some of you are, but I don't think everybody is actually exaggerating. Just take for instance, I think that this discussion has to do with both the male and the female and understanding. The lady must be able to understand the guy. That okay, he's not the one going through the pain, but let me at least, talk to him. He just came back from work, make him feel at home a little bit, and then go back into my resting place. There's some of us that really get fatigued. I personally get tired, and I'm like, just leave me one spot. When I come out, we'll play, and I go back to one spot. So there are times that people actually, show different expressions to period. There are people who want to be cuddled. Maybe that's the one you really enjoy. That one where she's giving you attention and she's cuddling you. And then there are people who just really want to be left alone. There are people who feel so much pain, and they feel like the more they talk about it, they can easily just vent all the emotions or pain on you. So everybody's actually different. But I think the issue here is the mood swings and how to handle period. Now, the first thing I would say is that period also has to do with hormones. Sometimes, our hormones are up, and then we can have emotional hijacks, and we do things, and then we're like, babe, I'm sorry, I was going through my period, it was really painful, and I just flared up like that. Now, that man must be understanding. What men need is understanding. Provided she's in her period, If it's outside period though, and maybe it's a character problem, fine. But provided she's in her period and she's going through period pains, and you can tell that this lady is going through period
Can I
pains.
ask you a question? Can somebody be used to it over time?
Yes.
At what point should a person be used to a particular thing?
I don't think you control it. You just find that you're used to it.
No, answer my question, because
Yes, there's no point. You just say that
escaping
you're
you.
used. I'm not escaping. I'm being
you assuming where I'm going to.
I'm being honest with it.
If somebody can actually be used to a thing, let's assume that this girl is 22, and then maybe she started menstruating at 12, right? And then for 10 years she has been experiencing this thing every month. That is 12 times 10.
So you're expecting that within that period she must have learned how to manage.
At least the anger, the emotional outburst, the mood swings and everything. How do you people get into mood swings? You plan it?
We don't.
You don't plan it. So how do you come out?
It just happens. Hormones. It's the body and hormones.
Oh, blood of Jesus.
Okay, well, you have a very valid point that if within 10 years she must have learned how to manage. I feel like many people don't know how to manage the emotional side of period. We've talked a lot. You can watch our last video. You should watch the video on period and parents. Yes, because we talked a lot about how to, what period was all about and how to manage period, but it was on the, educative knowledge level. Now we want to talk about the emotional level. So I really think that many people don't know how to manage even that period, that cycle. And the thing is, you cannot necessarily control your emotion, but you should be able to control your reaction. I mean, you can be angry and I decide to keep quiet when I'm angry, and you can decide to shout when you're angry. So we are both angry, but our reactions are different. So I agree with the fact that she must have learned how to manage that reaction. Maybe find a way to make herself happy, or find a way to convey that she's going through pain. So I agree with that fact, but that's the only part I agree with you or no. Other than that, I agree. Also, no, I'm serious that people actually go through pain, and yes, it is true that they must learn how to control or learn how to react.
See, I don't know why your gender is so complicated
It doesn't make sense.
Altogether. That's what makes you beautiful or makes you unique or whatever.
Unique?
I need you to understand that my gender is suffering it. See that it is possible that you will offend me.
Wait. Guys have mood swings too.
I will offend you, or you will offend me, or both of us will offend each other. I will be the one to apologize to you.
That's not always true.
Okay,
there are some ladies
that's
that
not always true. Let's let that slide. In this other aspect, where for whatever reason mood swings are always been the one to take responsibility, you are upset or you are angry over a particular issue, you are leaving it all the way and you are bringing it to take advantage over my gender. And then the next thing is, you don't understand how I feel. You are not even a woman. If you were to be me, do you know how you'll be feeling by now? Do you know I feel like even crying? I feel like, and then all of these things are getting into my head, and I don't know what to do at the point. And then you are like, okay, fine. I think I should just walk away. And then she's like, you haven't going away. And then I say, okay, let me stay. So he's just there and he's not even talking. And then you're like, let me talk. Say, is that how you're just going to talk?
I think that at this point, it is peculiar to every relationship, honestly. If you've experienced it the first time, over time, you would find a way to understand her, and she would find a way to understand you if you discuss it. If you tell her, you go through this series of emotions during your period, and I don't understand you at that point. I feel choked up, I feel stressed. Babe, is there something we can do about it? And she will tell you. But there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to manage. Or she'll tell you, okay, I'm really sorry. Maybe during those periods, maybe just, give me the Bible to be reading or something like that. So that she can calm down. But I'm serious, it's just it's every individual's personality. Honestly, there are people who do not stress about period. They just smile it through.
Actually,
yes.
I think we should begin to ask questions that want to go into relationship.
Maybe.
And then you are like,
how do you behave?
Because, see, that's not even just enough, right? There's a craving aspect of it.
Yes, the cravings. Yes, even craving is there. It's something like in pregnancy. Let me ask you a question. Have you heard of people who their spouses follow them into the labor room and they get punched, they get beaten? Like she's going to push and she's punching the guy or something. Or she's
Why
like,
must he be the guy? Why won't you punch the pillow or the wall or something? If you
pillow
think
there,
you are
just-
violent or you think you are
that's the
superwoman
point. At
or
that
whatever.
point, at that point, it's an emotional hijack. She's
So
going to
a-
that thing
a
of
man should
pushing.
al-
And
should-
afterwards, she apologizes for the babe. I'm sorry, it was so
A
much.
man should suffer whatever in the name of love.
She's suffering it. You think it's there to push?
A woman is soft, right? And a man should be hardest to suffer whatever comes in the name of period, in the name of what ovulation. There's even ovulation different from menstruation,
Yes,
right?
ovulation.
In the name of pregnancy, in the name of child.
I love my
taking care of
gender.
children. In the name of all of these, for what now? Waiting we do now, waiting. And then you want to eat chocolate, or you want to take chocolate, you want to take shawarma.
Yes. So I understand that your chocolate and your craving is there, but let's just put a stop to it right now and talk about the role of parents and their male children. So let me ask you a question. What was your experience when maybe encountered pads or encountered menstrual blood? You have younger sisters, right?
Yeah.
Good. So what was your experience? Were you like, ew, what is that? Are you injured or something like that? What was your experience with pads and menstruation as a man?
Truth be told, the first time I ever met or saw pad, I said met, I see the pad. Saw pad. It was my mom who she sent me, and I was innocent. It's like, just go and buy this thing. She gave me the brand name. So I went and got it. While I was coming back, I touched it and it was like bread. It was soft. So in my mind, I was like, what could this be? I did not know all along, and concern myself. What am I doing with it? And then this stigma where they expect you to behave as if you don't know things, even if you know them.
Hmm.
So you're walking on the street and by a certain dustbin, you see parts. Some people can really be dirty. They dispose things
Yeah, I agree
anyhow.
about that.
And then you are like, what is this? Is this Pampers or what? And then the other mind is telling you to actually observe, to know the difference between that and Pampers. You see, this is becoming dirty now.
Mm.
And then gradually you get to begin to ask questions, and then you discover that, oh, this thing is bad, not tissue. It's women or girls use it to control flows when it's that period of the month. And then this is dirty. But on the whole, I'll not forget that on campus one day, at Weakness, a young girl was stained. She wore white, and with the pride she had, she didn't even allow that to limit her. She was still walking among friends. So my point exactly is, it's not your gender's fault, okay? It's natural. You don't even choose to be a woman. You're a
Mhm.
woman. And then when it's that period, you try as much as possible to control it, and at some point you lose control. But I understand. I do. I see that some parents, in a way, they don't train their male children. You know this
Yeah.
thing they say, if you want angels, if you want
Mm.
females to be angels, we should make the male folk to be heaven, because angels don't live in hell. So why we train our female children to say, when it's this time, this thing they used to say, if you go close to a man when you're in your period, you get
You get
pregnant.
pregnant.
My God. And then that will scare ladies, from
Yeah.
just doing some kind of funny things. This word is actually terrible. People still do things when they want. But I'm thinking that the parents, our generation, should take a U-turn. You have to say my belly is turning me or I have stomach ache. So what I am seeing is, children should be more open to their parents, whether their father or whoever, their mother, whoever they feel that interest, or they have that interest or that confidence to talk to.
Mm.
When you are in that period or that whole circle, whatever, express it. Be expressive. Explain yourself to the full. This is how I feel. I don't understand it. See, you see all this my argument there. Just like my experience is giving me another mentality. If not, I know, of course, I know very well that a woman is actually in school, you not graduate. Anybody won't graduate from this school, and I know why. But it gets to a point where I feel like I'm being used, and that is it. Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't really be like that, actually, but just still on the parents and their male children. Like you said, I think that children should be more open to their parents, both gender. You should be able to ask your mother some questions. Mommy, what's that white thing you're always using? Mommy, this, what's that pink thing? I thought it was bread or things like that. They should learn about it because these male children that we're trying to hide things from, later on they get married.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's no how the wife you're marrying or the woman you're marrying, she's going to have period. So you're
And you should buy
eventually
pampers or whatever for her. Did I say
napkin is
pampers?
napkin.
Or tissue.
It's part you're buying.
My God.
Yeah, so eventually you're going to see it. Even if she doesn't say it with her mouth, maybe one day the bedspread is stained, or one day she stands up. It happens.
That really strikes me. So, is it normal to go to a pharmacy or wherever, a store, and say I want to buy pad?
Yes, if maybe she's out of pad or
How do
something,
you
she
feel?
can tell you, honey, please help me buy pad when you're
Yay!
coming back from work.
My
Is that why
God.
should that be a problem?
And then you're going to buy pad, and people are like, this man in girlfriend or in wife, the period.
That's the point. This thing should be a normal thing in society. This thing still comes down to a societal problem. It should not be an outrageous thing for a young guy to go to the store and say he wants to buy pad.
Okay, if we are to buy pads for our girls or our sisters or mother or wives, what do people buy for us? What should you people buy for us?
We buy you your birthdays, we buy you shoes, gift boxes.
Then I should wait till your birthday and buy you pads.
Even not your birthday, like out of the blue, like out of like a random gift. People do it. I think you're just talking from your experience. You maybe did
No,
not
it's not
have a
as if
very
my
nice
experience is that bad.
But people have had
Assuming
really nice
assuming the
experiences
person
where they
I'm
buy
talking
things for
about gets to
people.
watch this video. I'm
Well,
not talking
you
about.
should watch this video because we're coming to an end right now to show up on the screen again another day. So you should watch this video if it's what you're talking about. Yes. But all our viewers, please, we encourage you to watch this video. We encourage you to like. We encourage you to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get more updates for us. It will come your way next time. I'm Oluwabori John.
I'm James, and I've been heated again to go back and endure the pain.
By the way, who won this fight? It was me, right? I did well for you guys. Thank you. See you next time.
All right.